Hey club members, happy July now. It's getting pretty close to July 4th, so I hope that holiday is relaxing and fun for you. And just overall for this month, enjoy the summer break while you can, because we're in July now, and before you know it, the school year starts back in August. So enjoy the time while you can. Next, I guess on to the activity. And to be honest, I had a different activity, or I was going to have a different activity in mind in terms of how to animate transitions. So you go from one scene and then you just go to a next scene. And I was going to try and do it in Opentoonz, but it was one of those concepts that I can think that I can do it in this. And just scouring through tutorials and messing around the program, at least this week, maybe I'll try again later, but it just didn't work for me. It couldn't figure it out. So that was something I'll try and toy with more, and maybe it's a bust, but we'll see. So in its place, I want to talk about the topic of lighting within animation. So this applies to any form of animation that you can think of. And I will go over activities to do and then lead you to the references more on lighting. With lighting, it is a concept of, you can see me here, my whole complexion in the camera, but there's a window here. And the sunlight is peering through and then showing that reflection on my skin, as you can see. Just a general thing about lighting, I guess. And this concept in terms of okay, this applies to anything in terms of how a scene looks. So whether it's an illustration or how you want to photograph a figure or an object, or even how you want to animate a scene, a person, an object, something of that nature. And it can all start off in terms of activities you can do. So if you are a 2D animator and you're all about drawing, a good activity for you to do, and you're familiar with it probably, is still lifes. And for those that wouldn't know, it's essentially the concept of you have a scene or something in front of you, and you can arrange objects any manner that you have, whatever you have. And what you'll then do with pencil and paper is try to capture that scene as realistically as you can. So what do the shapes look like? How is the lighting on those objects? And even if you want to apply color to your scene, how does the color look for that? This extends to if you're simply drawing with graphite pencil, paper, you're wanting to add color to that drawing, or even painting. Photography as well. I guess I've mentioned that before. So that is a good activity that you can do. What I have experienced at the 3D modeling class at UC is we also did a still life in a sense, but we did in Maya. So we would have it where we would make these objects, arrange them in a certain way, and then just toy around with the lighting within Maya, the capabilities that it had, and then just create that scene there, render it out, and make that a still image. So a couple of different activities for you to keep in mind. References that I have included with this is, again, Khan Academy goes into talking about lighting and how Pixar uses that in their own day-to-day methods. Then I also include, as usual, Opentoonz, how lighting works in there, Blender, how lighting can work in there. What I want to also add, though, is the idea that these are open source software, free and easily accessible for you to use. But I also know that at UC we do use standards like Maya and the Adobe suite. So what I've done to, I think, accommodate that, if you are familiar with those programs and not wanting to go through learning these other programs that I'm just kind of throwing at you, I have also included sources in terms of how in Adobe After Effects per se, or even Maya, how lighting works within those. And what I've also, or at least if I haven't completed yet, but I'm also making sure is in past stuff that I've posted to update those in terms of including Adobe and Maya tutorials and those subjects as well. So you can keep out a look for, you can look out for those, is what I was trying to say. That's all I have. So have fun with this topic. See where it takes you.